Hey guys, I'm live. It's Tuesday night. I'm right on time. Come on in. I'm waiting for some people to come in. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Hey guys, come on into the live. I hope you guys have some champagne or some tequila, whatever. Come on in. We have quite a lot to talk about. Hey RJS, how are you? Come on in. Hey, yes, yes. Hey, Mrs. Stewart. Hey, Kemi Bello. Monroe. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, y'all. I hope y'all have your champagne, whatever you're drinking, ready. Yes, too feisty. Yes, we are live. Hey, hey, Visual Taste. Hey, Alicia Madison. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so sweet, Kiwi. I hope I'm saying your names right, guys. It's like moving so fast. Hey, y'all. Hey, Lency. Yes, you are in here for a live. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you have your Moscato. I know that's right. Come on in, y'all. Hey, KJ. Oh, I'm so happy they sent out the notifications. Yes, because I know YouTube has been tripping with notifications. So I'm glad that you guys got a notification. Oh my gosh, Jessica, I'm so sorry to hear that. I will definitely pray for you. Yes, I pray that you have a very speedy recovery. I hope that you are well in a matter of days. Hey, T. Lou. Hey, Junie. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Oh, I'm screaming. Yes, Brooke is a Kenya stan. I'm here for it. Hey, y'all. Guys, I have been meaning to talk to you guys about the whole Jen Shah mess. I know a lot of you guys, well, not everybody watches Salt Lake City, but I'm sure that you've heard the news about her being, indicted in the whole case. But when I saw that she pled guilty, I was like, okay, I got to talk about it. You guys know I was away last week in the Hamptons, so I didn't have any time, but I knew I was going to come on live and talk about it here. Oh, I know that's right. Oh, happy belated birthday, Too Feisty. I know that's right. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you, Love Diva. Hey, y'all. Yes, your first live. So let me start off by saying when Salt Lake City premiered, right? If you guys watched the first season recaps, you guys know that I was on Jen Shah's, side. I liked her a lot. I thought that she was going to be the star of Salt Lake City. But as the episodes progressed, I was thinking she's trying way too hard. She's doing way too much. The temper tantrums, I wasn't here for it. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, guys. Yes, some wings and tequila. Yes, Miss Hillary. I know that's right. Yes. You guys, we're all talking about the whole mess with Jen Shah and her pleading guilty. Hey, Danny. Hey, y'all. I originally liked Jen Shah season 1, and then when season 1 ended, I was like, okay, she's doing way too much. She's too thirsty. I don't like her attitude. Then season 2 came around. It was more of the same nonsense. We all found out that she was going to be arrested and what have you. And I'm not going to hold you guys. I knew that she was guilty because finding out that she was renting that chalet, nothing added up. The biggest giveaway to me was her introducing all those assistants. I was like, there's no way that somebody who can't even explain what they do for a living has 11 or 12 assistants. There's just no way. Yes. Hey, Cheryl Leach. Oh my gosh, I'm screaming. Brooke, my mouth is watering. Hi, Javon. How are you? Oh, you are so sweet. Is giving Kenya more hair care. Hey, bestie. Hey, SpongeBob. Hey, y'all. So, guys, I can't believe Jen was scamming. Hey, D Movie Man. Y'all go check out D Movie Man's channel. He has a really nice channel. He does movie reviews. He does an awesome job. Yes. What season have I enjoyed the most and the least so far? So far, I'm loving Atlanta. I'm loving Beverly Hills, despite all the nonsense. Jersey was a good season. Um, SLC was too long. What was another season that was just like okay to me? OC was actually a good season. I wasn't mad at OC. I actually liked OC a lot. Yes, I was trying to like Jen, but those temper tantrums super annoyed. Yes, 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 yes. I feel the same way. I just think that it's crazy that Jen could be so dumb where she would even try to pull a stunt like that, even think that she would get away with it. That's even more mind-boggling. She's not that smart because she was sitting up there all last season. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, CJ's Forum. Thank you. You are so sweet. I love you for being in here. I'm so glad that you love my commentary. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Hey, Devontae. Hey, everybody. I agree. Bravo needs to vet their housewives a lot better. I just think that they're not getting the cream of the crop anymore. I think they're getting too many desperados coming to audition and pretending. And like I said, Jen was a big fraud. I knew that something wasn't right when she had 11 assistants. And then when one of her former assistants went on the documentary and he revealed that she wasn't paying him, she was screaming at him, throwing stuff at him. And then when he revealed the tea that she was riding around in a borrowed Porsche, like, I'm confused. What was the point of you scamming all this money from people when you didn't even buy a home and you didn't even buy a car? You were renting a home and you were not even renting a car. You were sitting up here using your neighbor's Porsche. Like, make it make sense. Yes, desperados. I think that Dallas is on hiatus. I know that they don't know if they're going to bring it back because of all the mess that they had with Tiffany. Because you remember how Dr. Tiffany, she was facing a lot of racism from the cast, her being the first Asian woman on Dallas. So I don't know if Dallas is going to come back. And the fact that Dallas got very low numbers anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, everybody has seen the blueprint. Now everybody wants to be a housewife. Yes, that's so true, Kenya Nash. That's exactly what it is. I think that Jen was trying too hard to be Nene. She was trying too hard to be a Bethany. Like, she was just doing too much. I don't think SLC will survive without her. I don't think that SLC will survive, period. I think that Mary Cosby is kind of the glue that held it together because she brought all the Black viewers in. Hey, DM Rocks, The Real Housewives. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 3 cast is Giselle, Candace, Porsha, Leah, Marisol and Alexis from Miami, Heather, and Whitney. Now, I think that's going to be good TV because of Candace and Giselle. And even though Porsha gets on my nerves with her fighting and violent self, I think that it's going to be a lot of drama because her and Candace don't get along since Porsha is friends with She Who Won't Be Named, who's over there on the OWN network. So I think there's going to be a lot of drama between those two. Marisol and Alexia, they're not that interesting on Miami. I don't know what they're going to bring. I'm surprised that they would have Heather and Whitney because Heather and Whitney are not veterans. SLC is in their third season. I don't know why they would pick Heather and Whitney. And they're not even entertaining on SLC. So it's like, I'm surprised they would have them on Ultimate Girls Trip. But I guess. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but I don't know how entertaining it's going to be with the rest of them. I know that Giselle, Candace, and Porsha are going to bring it. Yeah, I refuse to say her name. I refuse to say her name. And that show on OWN that she's on is doing poorly. And like I told you guys on my last live, if you guys watch Love and Marriage DC, then you know that she treats Chris so badly. He looks like he wants out. And I will not be surprised if they get a divorce. It should have been Jen and Mary for being real. I mean, not even though, because they're not veterans. Like, they don't have enough skin in the game to be on Ultimate Girls Trip. Ultimate Girls Trip are for the girls who've been on for at least 6 or 7 seasons. Porsha will get locked up fighting in Thailand. She sure. Yeah, that DC show is a snooze. She's very mean to Chris. She who won't be named is not making a good name for herself on OWN. She's not. She's not. She's making herself look terrible. And I think that show was a bad idea. And I know she thought that she was, doing something, giving an FU to Bravo, joining that show, but it paints her in a very bad light. And her and Chris look miserable. But like I said, we have another super chat. Hey, KJ Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. But why scam and come on TV? Make it make sense. You know why? These people don't care. They feel like I'm going to somehow fool, the feds, fool the IRS, and they're going to be the exception to get away with the crimes, and nobody's going to check them, and they're going to be famous and ride off into the sunset. I think that Jen is very delusional. The fact that she never fit in when she lived in Utah as a little girl, I think she has a lot of insecurities. She wants to be rich by any means necessary. So I think that she was willing to do whatever she had to do to give off the appearance like she was wealthy. And something tells me that Coach Shah knew that something was off, because you cannot tell me that you come from, another super chat. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. You're so sweet. Yes, cheers to a glass of rosé at the Vineyards in East Hampton. Yes. Yes. That's where I was last week. Had a good old time. Yes, honey. And you want to see the wine that I got? Some of the wine? Wait, let me move this out the way. How cute is this? It's a Prosecco. How cute. A Prosecco Rosé. How cute is that? Isn't that nice? I'm excited to drink it. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are just so sweet to me. You guys are so kind. No, but I just think that a lot of these women are delusional. I'm not buying that Coach Shah didn't have any suspicions, because you can't tell me that you go from a regular sized house. You guys saw the pictures of her first house that she actually owned. It was, a decent sized home. It was a starter home, if you will, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, or whatever have you. And to go from that to 10 months later, you're in a 10,000 square foot chalet, something's not adding up. Like, I would have questions like, oh my gosh, did we hit the lotto? What changed that we're able to afford this? No, I'm not being shady, y'all. I'm not even being shady. Like, it was a starter home. Like the picture of the house that they lived in, it was a starter home. Like, it was nice. It wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, it's not Real Housewives it wasn't, Real Housewives-esque, but it was a nice home, but it definitely wasn't the chalet that she was renting. And I'm just not believing that Coach Shah didn't have questions. And then when Jen was talking before the show even started, she was saying, well, my husband used to be an NFL agent and he's a lawyer and he makes all this money. And it's like, okay, but let's say that Coach Shah was pulling in like $750 a year, right? Let's say it was like $750,000 a year. That's a great salary, but that's not the kind of money that can sustain 4 homes and a penthouse in New York, like she was claiming. I'm just saying, she started off with a whole bunch of lies from the jump. Yeah, it wasn't Chateau Sheree. Exactly, Mark. That's right. Yeah, something in the buttermilk wasn't clean. How did Sheree pay for that mansion? I've heard that she put that house in her mom's name because her credit was messed up. That's what I've heard all these years. I mean, when it comes to Sheree, I would believe that because her money's been messed up since she got on this show. So I can see, wait, let me see. Sorry, guys, the chat goes so fast. Hey, Ayana J. Yes, I did see Rinna trying to get sympathy now. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Don't you worry. I did see that. She's grasping at straws because she's desperate. Chalet can't pay. I'm screaming, Brianna. Y'all said Chateau Thelma. Y'all have me screaming. Oh, I definitely agree. Siobhan Guy, that coach is embarrassed and he's going to end up getting a divorce. I believe it. The minute she is in that jailhouse, he will be filing for divorce and going on to his second and third family like he's been doing all along. I agree. Hey, Monique, how are you? Yes. Oh, you want me to save the live? Okay, I'll save the live just for you. I will save the live. I will make sure that it's a replay. I got you. Kenya outright said the house was in Sheree's mama's name, Chateau Thelma. I believe it. I believe it. I mean, it took Sheree, what, 8 years to build that house? She just moved in there like what, 3 years ago? And she started that home season 4? Come on. She was robbing Peter to pay Paul, the contractors, everybody. Coach is liable for half. He's going to divorce ASAP. Oh, I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do if I were Coach Shah either. I honestly think that Jen was probably begging him, like screaming, crying, because he said that he wanted to leave. She said that he had walked out a few times and didn't come home for like 4 or 5 days. He's wanted to be out for quite some time. So if you think that he's going to wait for her, because she's facing what, 30 years in prison? If you think he's waiting 30 years, if you think he's going without for 30 years, stop it. Yeah, nobody believed her. Listen, no, Coach Shah is not going without for 30 years. He's not going 30 days without. I'll let you know that right now. He will be on to the next the minute those handcuffs are slapped on her. And what makes this even worse is the fact that you have Jen screaming at the top of her lungs all last season, saying how she's innocent, she didn't do it. And then last week, she's in front of the judge saying, well, I knew the whole time. I knew what I was doing was wrong. I cheated all these old people. Like, you should feel ashamed of yourself. It's disgusting. I don't feel bad for her. I don't have any sympathy because at the end of the day, designer stuff should never be that deep where you need to scam, steal, rob somebody to get it. Like, girl, go to Nordstrom when you can, go to Neiman Marcus once a year if that's all you can afford and make it work. But you sitting up here trying to act like you have it like that with a closet full of all these clothes and now you're going to jail. Was it worth it? It's not worth it to me. I don't need to go to Saks or Neiman's that badly where I'm going to do that. I go when I can, and that's just what it is. But you want to flex on somebody like you got it like that, like you should feel ashamed of yourself. It's just weird. And you were sitting up there bragging about how you guys have a private jet and how you spend 50 grand a month, like a mess. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are coming in the chat. Oh, thank you so much. He probably has his new identity all set. I'm screaming. He probably does. He probably has a new last name, new first name, new job already lined up the minute she goes to jail. Remember, she took Heather on that shopping spree. But wait, Lady Virgo, she actually didn't because she had Heather pay for all that stuff. All she did was bring the shopping experience to Heather. She didn't pay for it. So she's been a fraud all along. Child, the feds must have a personal office at Bravo. Yes. Is this about Erica or Jen? This is about Jen Shah from SLC. Heather had to pay. Oh, thank you so much, Angelita CC. Thank you. I'm so glad you're in the live. Yes, like Marlo did for Sheree. Oh my gosh, can we talk about that for a minute? I hate when people act like they're going to treat you to something, and then when you get to the restaurant, you get to the store, then they switch up on you. If you're going to treat me to the item, then just treat me to it. What was the point of you bringing the Fendi store to your home to have Sheree pay for it? Like, that makes no sense. Hey, the Coco, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, listen, come right on in, catching up while cooking and sipping. Yes, in my But I Digress mug. Oh, you are so sweet. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. What would YouTubers be talking about without Marlo? I'll wait. Oh, we have Team Marlo in the house. So let me just say this. I have never said that Kenya was innocent. I like her now, but you know, when she first came on the show, it wasn't, I mean, she made their lives hell, okay? Good TV, but she was messy. I will never deny that. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but I just think that with Marlo comes from a place of hate and anger. Whereas I feel Kenya, she is doing this because she knows it makes good TV. And she embraces the villain role. But I've heard outside the show that she's very nice. I've heard things about Marlo that she's not that nice off the show. So that's where I think it differs. But that's where I think it differs between Marlo and Kenya. One is coming from a place of hate. The other is coming from, let's, have fun. This is just a job. I'm doing this for entertainment. There's a difference. I mean, my opinion, we're all entitled to our own opinions, but just my 2 cents. I mean, yeah, exactly. Marlo used her own nephews to get on TV. I mean, I just think that it's very despicable at you parading your nephews around, and now you're finally a full-time housewife and you kick them out. It's already traumatizing to be kicked out of your home, but to be kicked out on national TV, that's just a different level of despicable. Again, just my opinion. Yes, it's nice to see a different side of Kenya this season. I agree. I think that Kenya having Brooklyn has also softened her up a bit. With Marlo, it's just been the same old thing since she's been on this show as a friend of. She's always been nasty. Just my opinion. Yes, M.O. Walker, that's right. There's a difference between shade and malice. And I agree. Yes, Ayana J. The thing is, this season, Kenya has done nothing for Marlo to be throwing these blows at her. And also to the person who is a big Marlo fan, Marlo talking about Kenya and Candy being hoes and whores, that's unacceptable, especially with the past that Marlo has had. And let's not forget, if you claim that Kenya and Candy are your sisters, you love them, why would you speak about your friends like that? So again, it's not the same thing between Kenya and Marlo. I'm just saying. Yeah, I never said Kenya was innocent, but I'm saying she's not cruel the way Marlo is. I've always liked Kenya. I liked Kenya. I fell in love with Kenya on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. That's when I was like, okay, Kenya really isn't that bad. And now I like her. Now I'm a fan. Now I'm a part of Team Twirl. Marlo is tired of them kids. Yup, she is. She is. Yeah, Kenya isn't causing the problem this season. Yeah, I think that Marlo's desperate for a peach. She's desperate for airtime. She's doing whatever she thinks is going to make her the star of the show. That's really crazy that she hasn't seen her nephews. That's really sad. Okay, so I see you guys asking about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 2. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a cute season so far, but I'm not loving it. Like, it's not giving what the girls said it was supposed to have gave in the words of Rolling Ray. Like, it's cute, but it's not giving first season. I think I'm going to wait for season 3 with Candace, Porsha, and Giselle. Because I'm just not feeling it. You guys know how I feel about Phaedra and Brandi Glanville. I can't stand them. So it's just hard for me to even watch the show, much less review it. Yes, they're saying on Candy Speak on it that Candy admit that Marlo still has not seen her nephews till this day, which is crazy. I've always loved Kenya. She's always been, yes, no, Kenya has always been funny. I'll give her that. Kenya has always been funny since the day she stepped on the scene. Hilarious. Her first season on the show was chaotic, the whole Walter mess. Phaedra and Brandi are single-handedly the reason why I'm skipping this season of Girls Trip. Yeah, like Brandi does too much. The desperation on her end to be back on TV, I can't take it. I really can't. Wait, I'm confused about this. I meant to ask you guys this in last week's recap. When Marlo said that she took the boys to the laundromat, doesn't she have a washer and dryer in her townhome? Because her home is big. So I was really confused to hear that. Somebody let me know down in the comments. Why would they have to go to a laundromat to wash their clothes? Marlo after crafting a storyline explaining her nephew. Shout out to everybody. I have fun. That's exactly what it is, Francis. Yes, Kenya is amazing TV. She plays the game well. She does. She knows exactly what to do. She knows how to create a moment. She's good. Maybe the laundromat was a punishment. But why would you, I don't, but why would you do that? Like, I'm confused. Like, it doesn't make any sense because she buys her nephews very expensive clothes. They have Balenciaga, they have Yeezys, they have all sorts of designers. They have Fendi, they have Gucci, Hermes sweaters. You can't put that in the laundromat. It has to be dry cleaned. So I'm just confused. Like, what was she? I'm confused by the whole thing. I bet she doesn't let them use hers. I could see that. Marlo had no business taking either of those boys in. And I think it's horrible at the fact that she just dumped them on her sister. I'm sure her sister has enough to deal with. God forbid God forbid if her sister doesn't have a partner to help her with her 4 kids. Now she's raising 6 kids by herself. Like, that's just ridiculous. It's sad. Maybe she hated the laundromat as a kid. I could see that. But still though, like, why would you do that to your nephews? Like, I don't know. The whole thing is just so bizarre. Oh, that's a good point. Was it a laundromat or was it a laundry service? But then she said they didn't dry the clothes good. I don't know anymore. I'm confused about that. I hope Andy asked her about that at the reunion. You know what? Let me write that down and put that in my notes to ask. Because you know how you can send in the questions for the reunion? I'm going to ask that as one of my questions and hope they use it. Marlo's sister is a hard 30. Can we? No, I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? I thought she was like a few years younger than Marlo. I thought she was like 42. I was shocked when she said just 30. I was like, wait, what? Hey, Frankie J. Glad to see you in here. Yes, Marlo is so trifling. Yeah, she is trifling for doing that. Oh, hey, okay, Lency, am I going to BravoCon? You know all the tickets sold out before I could even buy mine, right? But I know they're doing like a 1-day pass because I would like to go. I'm a little bit upset about the lineup, though. I know that Candace from RHOP is not going to be there. A lot of the cast on Atlanta is not going to be there. I think it's only Sonja showing up for Atlanta. So I'm like, wait, what? So I'm kind of annoyed about that. They probably also said they didn't want to come back. That's probably why she hasn't seen them. They might resent her. I could see that too. I could see that too. Because I'd be pissed. I wouldn't want to speak to her, look at her. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see her either if she threw me out and embarrassed me and my brother like that. I could see that. Yeah, nobody's going to see Sonja. That's why I'm really surprised. Like the RHOA lineup is terrible. It's only her. I'm surprised Marlo's not even going. What do you guys think about Sonja? Thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat? Do you like her? You think that she's kind of a social climber, a little bit desperate, doing too much? Let me know. I'm not feeling Sonja. I think that she's just trying way too hard. And I was really rooting for her at first, but she's just doing too much. Oh, so you guys are thumbs down. Thumbs in the middle is okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, thumbs in the middle. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm neutral on her. Oh, wow, a lot of you guys don't like her. Yeah, Sonja, social climber she is. Sonja is a pick me. Sonja's storyline is so tired. She could have won me over if she held Drew accountable. Yeah. I'm in the middle. Okay, yeah, you guys are in the middle. Lindsay, you're in the middle. Oh, Frankie J, you like Sonja. Yeah, she's definitely a try-hard. Sonja's trying way too hard. Yeah, I came in liking her too, but now, yeah, she's a big flip-flopper. Do you think that she should be, given a second chance, come back for season 15, or just be a one and done? Let me know. She looks just like she who won't be named, former housewife of Potomac. She looks just like her. Y'all, there are so many times I almost called her name too, because they look like they could be sisters. The same like face shape, everything. They look so much alike and very similar personality-wise too. A second chance. Okay. Return to sender, please. If Drew can come back, why not Sonja? One and done. Oh, y'all said one and done. Drew can go too. Can I answer that after the reunion? I like Sonja, but there's no need to force friendships and gain allies. Yeah, I agree, D-Movie Man. I agree. I just think that the best way, that's a good question. The best way to make a splash, in my opinion, just be yourself. Don't come in there trying to replicate someone else's personality. Nobody can be Nene. Nobody can ever be Kenya or Porsha or LVP or Bethany. Just be yourself. And these girls are trying way too hard, and I want them to stop it. Just be natural, have a real storyline. Just be authentic. I think that Sonja, for some reason, is holding back. She's not giving us like her true self. The storyline's kind of tired, in my opinion. And I just want her to just, be real. Stop all the flip-flopping. She's doing too much, trying to be friends with everybody, trying to align herself with the cool girls. Like, it's too much. I don't like it. It's very desperate energy. That's another thing. I think what makes a great newbie, don't be a desperado. Be yourself. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. Why do you think Drew is carrying this? Oh, why do you guys feel like Drew is carrying the season? I don't think that. Does anybody, wait, do you guys think that Drew is carrying the season? I don't think so. Do you? I mean, she's definitely giving us more than she gave last season, but I don't think she's carrying. Let me know. Oh, y'all said, who said that? I'm trying to find out too. Drew carried the first quarter. Yeah, the first 3 episodes she carried. But then she fumbled the ball, and now the referee is blowing the whistle and giving the ball back to the other team. Sonja is doing way too much. Yeah, I agree. Drew is naive and has nothing to lose. I actually think that Kandi is carrying the season because everybody's been coming for her. You have Sheree coming for her, Marlo coming after her as well. I would low-key say that Kandi has really stepped it up. Oh, thank you so much, dialing in for the super chat. Yes, happy to catch this live, doll. I'm happy you're here. I am so happy you're here. Thank you again. Oh, Fatum, you guys, I think that Fatum might make a good housewife. I'm not mad at Fatum. I actually think that she's pretty entertaining. And I was Googling her. She's supposedly married to a man who her husband owns like a PR firm or something like that, crisis management, but supposedly he has a lot of money. She's driving around in a Bentley coupe. You know, we see the fur, she's decked out in the designer, but then again, who knows? She might be maxing out her credit card like everybody else. Oh, you think that, wait, do you guys think that Fatum is trying too hard? Let me know. I'm seeing some mixed reviews about her. Her and Lisa Wu need to come back for next season. Lisa Wu needs a check, so she will come back in any capacity. Fatum can stay. She's messy. She's beyond dehydrated. I don't like her. I think all the girls are pulling their weight. Yes, Marlo is being trashy with her storyline. I agree. Candy picked up the ball on that speak on it and running for that touchdown. Oh, I'm screaming. Y'all see, wait a second. Wait, what did you say? Only one Adrian, I'm screaming. Don't forget they live in Atlanta, home of the fake ballers and longtime renters. That's true too. She could be out here faking. And the fact that she's best friends with Sheree, that says a lot too. That is very true. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ace. Hey, Black Girls Code. I really want to see Fatum and Latoya in a scene. That's who she reminds me of. Fatum reminds me a lot of Latoya from last season. Latoya should have gotten a second chance. She made good TV. Oh, you don't like Fatum? There's something about her that rubs me the wrong way. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I just feel like Fatum could give us something. She ran up that background check on Drew. That was entertaining. I was here for it. I wasn't mad at it. Does anyone notice how they started the season off with the wives' marital issues? Then all of a sudden there's radio silence and the husbands aren't being featured at all. Shawnee, I do notice that. It's very weird to me and it feels like it's giving a fake storyline because I'm surprised we haven't touched more on Drew and Ralph's relationship and the whole thing with him and the assistant. Yeah, I think it's really weird. You got to side eye anybody connected to Sheree. What do you think about Ralph in his book? I just don't understand why he feels like he's qualified to write a book about being a step parent, finding out that he doesn't want to legally adopt Josiah. I don't know how that's gonna work. The Coco, thank you so much for the super chat. Brooke, what do you think the big Marlo versus Candy feud will be about? I think the boys, Candy clearly doesn't like how she's handling that break situation. I could see it being about that. I do know that we're going to see them get into it in Jamaica. I do have a feeling that it is about her abandoning the boys. Yeah, that's the only thing it could be because Candy's been telling everybody else in the group about how she left, she kicked the boys out. So I could see Marlo being mad about that and then confronting Candy, like, why are you saying anything? That's my business. I could see them fighting about that. But either way, I'm going to be tuned into all the drama. Yeah, it could be about anything knowing Marlo. I agree. She gets mad at people over anything. So I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. The falling out will come from everything after the show. Trust. I believe that. Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. A lot of you guys voiced that too in the last recap about the real reason why he doesn't want to adopt Josiah is because he doesn't want to be with Drew that much longer. So, why legally adopt him if they're going to get divorced anyway? I could definitely see that. He looks miserable in that marriage. And she looks miserable too. She's always walking on eggshells around him. It's just a mess. Drew even said Ralph doesn't really treat Josiah the same as his bio. Wow. So how are you writing a book about being a stepfather? That really makes me sad. I remember Drew saying that, he was treating Josiah right. So that really makes me sad to hear. I hope that's not the case. That makes me really upset. If that's the case, then Ralph really does not need to be writing a book about step parenting. Yeah, they don't look happy together. I personally don't think that Marlo is going to be a peach holder come next season. I can see her being demoted back to friend of, or maybe Bravo just terminating her. She's just been so awful. Brooke, it's just a money grab. I agree, Anita. It's a money grab. I think that him and Drew are very desperate for a dollar, and they just slap their name on anything that will make them some money. Oh, you think that Marlo is good TV? She'll be there? I mean, Naomi, I don't think she's good TV, but maybe Bravo might give her a second chance. Who knows? I mean, we're going to find out sooner or later, but just, the reaction that she's getting from all the viewers, it's not a positive reaction. Bravo does take into account what the fans say about the Housewives. So if it's too many people who can't stand her, she might be off. But again, we'll see. Yeah, Marlo can be demoted back to friend. Yeah, she does turn a lot of people off. I agree. Can Ralph even write? He gives me short bus. Oh my gosh, y'all are too much. I don't think she's good TV because she's running this beef to the ground far too fast. Yeah, like we said earlier, Marlo is somebody who just takes things way too far where it's not even fun to watch. I don't want to see any, knockdown, drag out fights. We're here for some light shade. That's about it. Like nothing too serious. Yeah, Marlo goes too far with her insanity. Y'all say this every season, but we all know they will find another plot line. I mean, since we're on the subject of housewives and if they're going to be, fired or demoted, I want to, quickly talk about Beverly Hills. I know pretty much everybody in here watches Beverly Hills. So you guys know all the latest drama. Rinna's going crazy. One of you guys mentioned it. Ayana, you mentioned it earlier on in the chat about Lisa Rinna going nuts on Instagram about how the show is not showcasing her mother's passing. And she's playing the sympathy card, in my opinion. And I think that Rinna is afraid because it's clear they're phasing her out of the show. She hasn't been featured in the last 3 episodes, and she wasn't missed. I see Rinna being demoted to friend or fired. I see Kyle quitting because all the mess coming out with her laughing at Garcelle's kid being cursed at, the cheating rumors about Mauricio and this woman on the hotel balcony. It's a lot. And we know how Kyle is. She cannot face the heat when it's on her. So I will not be surprised if this is her final season on this show. And that says a lot because Kyle is very thirsty for fame. So the fact that this might be her last season is very telling. Dorit needs to be, she needs to be demoted too. I believe it. I think that Erica will probably be demoted as well because what's her storyline this season? The fake drunk antics, her cursing at Garcelle's child. I don't think that Bravo is taking kindly to this. I definitely think that she will be fired. I heard reports about Andy's really pissed off regarding Beverly Hills, all the negative reactions from fans. And I think that it's going to be a clean house come season 13. Mark, in this case, I just don't think that Kyle's going to stay on because stuff is really hitting the fan. The viewers are seeing her for who she really is. And she's even said in multiple interviews recently that she doesn't know if she can come back and do the show anymore because it's gotten too toxic. And she even admits to not even watching the last few episodes because it's just too much. So again, I really don't think she's going to come back. I think that this really might be the end of the road for her because do you think that she's going to address Mauricio's cheating scandals next season? That's going to be a very big topic because the rumors are swirling, the pictures are out there. So again, I just don't think that she's going to really have the balls to come back and face all this. I don't. This has been the hardest Beverly Hills season to watch. Yeah, I agree. Yep, the same girls they bully will be the first ones, last ones standing, Sutton and Garcelle. That's right, Kayla. That's right. Sheree needs to be a housewife. I like her a lot. I want them to bring LVP back and Denise Richards. That would just be chef's kiss. I would love that. And guys, don't forget, this upcoming drama with Kathy Hilton, I spoke about it in the last live I did, but this Aspen trip, allegedly, a lot of stuff went down. Kathy is being accused of saying the F slur and saying the N word. And we have Kyle sitting up there crying. It's a rift between them. So I really don't know if Kyle's going to come back. I just don't. Oh, how do I feel about Bravo firing Noella from OC? I'm not surprised. I mean, yes, she brought a lot of the drama, but she was just insufferable. Her attitude, she was just all over the place, doing way too much. You could see that she wasn't really ready to be on TV, and it was just too much for her. I think they did the right thing. Yeah, if Kyle isn't going to talk about the cheating, the lawsuits, and the scams, I don't want it. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying that she said some slurs, a mess. Yep, Noella was fired, Lindsay. She announced on her Instagram a few days ago. They fired her and Dr. Jen. Kyle's hubby has a new series selling Sunset on Hulu. Oh, yeah, I saw that. See, guys, I will bet money that Kyle is not returning. Mauricio's new show on Hulu, all these scandals. I will bet money that this is her final season. I stopped watching OC because of Noella. Yeah, Noella was too much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that OC was a pretty good season. I wasn't mad at it. Like, it was entertaining. I had a good time doing the recaps. May I quickly say, OC is one of those franchises where it's not one of my highest viewed recaps, but I enjoy doing it. So it's like it doesn't even matter if two people watch it because I just enjoy watching and reviewing that much. Like that's always good to have a show like that where you don't even care. Like I just like watching and reviewing it. And I'm always here to drag Gina. Kyle's always willing to take outsider's side before her sisters. Yeah, well, look, Siobhan, you know what? One of these lives, we're going to talk about the Hiltons and Big Kathy, who was their mother and crazier than a soup sandwich, and what she did to all those girls, because just so much to unpack. Like their whole family history is insane. And the fact that they had the mom, they had a mom who was the ultimate stage mother and obsessed with fame and money and social climbing. It makes sense why all three of her daughters are the way that they are. I need to know this Big Kathy story. Yeah, I'm going to do like a whole deep dive one of these days. We'll talk about it. It'll be dedicated to just that because it's just so much to unpack. And it shows why all three of them are like that. And the way that they treated Kim, I mean, Kim carried that family on her back. She was the child actress, and Big Kathy really milked her. Yeah, I think that I secretly think that they want Kim Richards back, but I think that Kyle is probably afraid of what's going to come out of Kim's mouth. So I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to, block that from happening. Big Kathy is a nightmare. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was crazy. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly before this is all alleged. But there are some stories that she had allegedly given one of her former mother-in-laws. She was feeding her dog food. Glammed up. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Glammed up. Did you hear the rumor about Dorit cheating with Mauricio? I don't believe it. Oh my gosh, can we talk about this for like 5 minutes? So there's a blind item going around before Beverly Hills started, before the season started, right? There was a blind item saying this Beverly Hills housewife would have the storyline of the century if she would reveal that she's having an affair with her fellow castmate's husband. And everybody is alleging that Dorit and Mauricio are having an affair. Now, there are some clips floating around of the first episode of this season. Remember when PK and Dorit came to Kyle's house after the robbery and Mauricio was hugging her and PK? So when Mauricio's hugging, Dorit is behind Mauricio. So she's hugging him from the back and she kisses his shoulder. And so somebody on TikTok zoomed into that scene of Dorit kissing Mauricio's shoulder. And now that's where, the pieces are coming together about Dorit and Mauricio having this affair because they think it's kind of odd. Like, why would you kiss your friend's husband's shoulder? Now, it might be a reach. What do you guys think? Harry and PK are having an affair. Oh, I'm screaming. Dorito and Mauricio. I wonder if it's Erica. She'll do anything for pay. Look, y'all, I think this is a bit too. I just don't think that they would be so dumb to do such a thing. Listen, all I'm going to say is in life, nothing is. How do I say this? You know how they say you can't put anything past anybody? I'm just going to remain that both of them would not be so dumb to do such a thing. But if it does come out that that's the truth, then a mess. People with money tend to lose their morals. Mauricio is capable. I don't think it's true. I am here for this mess. I'm screaming. I don't think he'll shit where he eats. Feels far-fetched. I don't put it past them, but I don't think it's true. They are banking on Kyle wanting to keep up appearances. It would be a gag, though. Yes, Ace E, it sure would be a gag. I mean, y'all would hate me for this, but the picture of Dorit and Mauricio versus Dorit and PK. Wait, are you talking about that picture where they all on a vacation together and she's standing by him in their bathing suits? Because that picture has been floating around too, and that's another reason why people keep suspecting them having an affair. Because they did look kind of comfy together, but I mean, I don't think anything of it. I'm like, look, they're all friends. Friends stand close to each other. I don't know. I just hope it's not true. I hope that they wouldn't be so cruel to do such a thing. That's a mess. I mean, Kyle would have a storyline for the first time ever, and a good one if that is the case. And Dorit would have a storyline too. I did find it weird when Dorito kissed Mauricio's shoulder. Mauricio is a hottie, but after he was okay with Erica cursing at Garcelle's child, I'm not so crazy about him now. Nah, nothing's going on. Maybe they had a wife swap. They all look comfy and they're all friends. I wouldn't put it past Mauricio, but seems off with Dorit. Y'all have me screaming. Yeah, so everybody's kind of torn on this whole thing. I mean, I'm going to keep my eye on this story. I don't believe that they would be so dumb to do such a thing. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't really believe it. I think it's a bit far-fetched. I have a friend who called Sutton and Garcelle the Emily Gina of Beverly Hills. Excuse me? Your friend said what? I'm glad you guys are friends. How dare your friend compare Gina and Emily to Garcelle and Sutton? First of all, Gina's not even Housewives material. She barely has 2 nickels to rub together. So how could you even compare Gina to Garcelle and Sutton? Like, let's be real here. The 2 worst people on OC, like, don't even play with Garcelle and Sutton like that. Don't do that. Now I'm getting angry. Oh, thank you so much, James Potts. Thank you. The chat has more money than Gina. Talk about it. Talk about it. Listen, I'm sure if we all went out with Gina to dinner, we'd be paying for her meal. I believe that if she pulled out her card, it will be declined. Okay? Gina gives very much, her card is like, she has one of those cards with like a $500 limit on it. That's what she gives me. Please. Oh, if you guys watch Real Housewives of OC, then you know who Gina is. She's the broke one on OC. I'm not playing with Gina. Listen, I read Gina. If you go back and watch my OC recaps from this season, I read Gina down every single episode. Every single episode. When she started that argument, when they went to Aspen and they were shopping, she started that fight because she didn't have any money to buy anything at that store. They were all buying, a purse, this, that, and the third. And her broke self was like, let me start a fight to take away from the fact that I'm broke and can't afford anything in here. I can't stand Gina. Yeah, she has a rush card. Gina's probably one of the brokest housewives ever. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I just want to know, how did she join this cast? It makes no sense. I'm confused. Gina, oh my gosh, I am screaming. Gina got a broke man too. Yeah, he's living with her. Why is he living with you, sis? Him and his 3 kids packed up their bags and they're living with her. And they're all in what? I think they're in a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. And it's 8 people in that place. Like, huh? And we never hear about her boyfriend having a job. So, a mess. Gina's absolutely the most boring housewife. I agree. She didn't even buy a keychain at that store. Did you hear about the rumors about Sheree from Atlanta and Martel from Love and Marriage Huntsville? Oh, I heard that they're like, what, dating or something? They were out together. If Sheree gets with Martel from Love and Marriage Huntsville, she's a bigger dummy than I thought. Because that man is a serial cheater. He's a deadbeat. He has 5 kids by 2 women, his ex-wife and his side chick. And no money. He's broke now. So if she gets with him, she's a real dummy. Dang, I got keychain money. Yes, Gina does give me that. I'm glad I have rich friends because I'm broke. She does. He's a cheater, but he's not a deadbeat. He's not a deadbeat. Let me know. Does he see his kids? I stopped watching Love and Marriage Huntsville because I couldn't take the stupidity. But let me know, is he a deadbeat? Sheree is ridiculous when it comes to men. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I agree. Very desperate too. Desperate and ridiculous. Okay, okay, he takes care of his kids. Okay. I just don't have respect for men who dog their wives out. And the way he did Melody is disgusting. Okay, okay, so you guys are telling me that Martel does take care of his kids. Well, that's good to know. He takes care of the side chick's kid that he has with her. Let me know. Oh, Marlo was robbed today? Like Dorit was robbed? He's a decent father outside the way he treats their mother. Okay. I don't know about the side baby. Just like Dorit. Oh, she was robbed? Really? Robbed? Well, I mean, that's sad to hear that. I don't want to hear that anybody was robbed because that's very scary. Everybody's getting robbed now. Oh, you said if Marlo got robbed, it was probably one of the nephews getting revenge. Jeez. I hope that's not the case. Did Teddy's husband do Marlo security? You guys are too much. Oh, you tagged me on Instagram. Okay. I'll check it out. Thank you. Oh, you guys have me screaming. You guys are too much in this chat. The robbery storyline is so weak at this point. Listen, I really hope that nobody would lie about being robbed. That's a very serious thing. So I really hope that if she did get robbed, that's very sad. I hope this wasn't, a setup. So I'm just going to hope that what she's saying is true. And I'm very sorry to hear that she was robbed. Marlo luckily had a panic room. Oh, wow. Well, that's good. So she has a panic room, but not a washer and dryer. Now y'all have me out here shading. She set that up to add more space to that new house. You guys have me screaming. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. No, but in all seriousness, I really do hope that Marlo's okay. I don't like to hear about anybody being robbed. So that is sad. Are you excited for Potomac? I am excited for RHOP. And now they're coming on, I'm hearing in November. So they've taken over Atlanta's slot. Because remember how Atlanta used to come on in like November and Potomac would usually come on now. But now they've switched. I'm at the point where I feel like all Housewives robberies are fake until proven guilty. Listen, I just really hope that nobody would go through such lengths to sit up here and pretend like they were robbed. That's pathetic. Queen Candace best not get gaslit this whole season again. Oh, okay. So you guys know with Potomac, it's a plot twist this season. Mia, Wendy, Ashley, and Candace are now good friends, and they're going to be against Robin and Giselle. I said, you can't make this up. I feel a way about it because it's like, Candace, I've been riding for you so hard. And the fact that you could even forgive Ashley after what she did to you, I'm just like, no, ma'am. So now for RHOP, I feel like I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for because I'm just so annoyed knowing that they're all going to be really good friends. And I saw a clip, I heard a clip of Giselle and Robin coming for Mia on their podcast. And they're talking about how she's faking her cancer scare and all that stuff. So it's going to be a hot mess. And it's so funny because Remember how Mia just loved Giselle and Robin to pieces last season? She just hated Candace. So to see, her against them, and now her and Candace are BFFs now, I'm like, no, ma'am. That lady threw lettuce in your face. She was cursing at you, calling you all these names. Now you guys are going to be friends. I'm just over it. I'm rooting for Giselle's kids. That's about it. Listen, I think Karen's going to be on an island almost alone. Yeah, Jacob, I think so too. Giselle needs to iron out her neck wrinkles. Oh my Lord. Y'all don't let her or her neck rest. Like, y'all kill me. Y'all are too much. Let me tell you something. If the day should ever come that I get on a Real Housewives franchise, everything is going to be so on point because I do not want y'all dragging me. I'll probably still have my YouTube channel so I could talk to you guys directly, like how Heavenly does on Married to Medicine. I would do it like that. So I'd be like, okay, guys, if you want to read me directly. Yes, Candace teaming up with Ashley is weird. Oh, you are so sweet. You're already on point. Thank you. Giselle gives nothing. Yeah, I don't think Giselle gives a whole lot. I never did. I'm excited for Ultimate Girls Trip, though, with Candace and Giselle, because that's going to be a hoot. And now since Porsha's joining, it's going to be a mess. We would be cheering you on. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Not Big Lotto. Yes, Giselle and Lotto look alike. They do. Hey, OBA. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sidebar, red lipstick, tomboy, Brooke Ashley with the bangs is making an appearance now. And then I stand her. Anyone else agree? LOL. Wait, what happened? Red, you're talking about me with the red lipstick when I used, yeah, I feel like red lipstick is a wintertime thing. Like, I don't like wearing red lipstick in the summertime. I don't know why. It's just like a thing that I have. But I like to do like a nude and like a clear gloss over it for the summer. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Giselle is the epitome of colorism. Let me take several sips to that. Listen, we'll be here all day if we talk about the colorism on Potomac. Brooke, I was wondering what your process is for keeping up with all your various recaps and managing your time between doing them and living it up around town. You make it look easy. Oh, D Movie Man, you are too kind. To answer your question, if I know that a certain franchise is very popular, like Potomac, Beverly Hills, Atlanta, I tell myself, okay, we have to get this done immediately. Like, I give myself like a 48-hour window to get it all done. Obviously, if I'm away on vacation or something, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'll just do a double recap. But if it's a franchise that's kind of slow, not getting like, so many views, then I'll just do a double recap. That way, it's just more efficient time-wise. But it's all about not beating yourself up, not putting so much pressure on yourself, and just knowing that you're gonna get it done. Like, that's what helps me out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the super chat, Nerva Rock. Let me just come through with appreciation and love. I just love your objective reviews. Thank you so much. Yes, I always strive to be objective. Like, it's the only way I know how to be. Like, I'm always going to call it out, call it like I see it. If I think that one of my favorites is wrong, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to pretend like they're right just because I like them. And people respect that. I think that subscribers know when you're lying. Subscribers know when you're in cahoots with Housewives and, you're getting something under the table to say certain things. People know when you're not being truthful. So I always say, I'd rather you guys be upset with my opinion than me lie just to appease a housewife or to appease you guys. Because sometimes doing a franchise like Jersey, right? Let's just do Jersey. A lot of you guys are Teresa fans, and I'm not. And because of that, when I call her out, sometimes you guys get mad. And you'll say, Brooke, I can't watch your Jersey recaps and make me upset. And it's like, I'd rather be true to myself than lie to myself and say what I think you want to hear. I can't do that. I just always have to stay objective and be true to what I feel and say my opinion, you know? But thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Jess Kelly, for the super chat. Thank you. I can't stand Teresa. Oh, you guys can't stand Teresa either. Yeah, I agree. Teresa is a nut, but she is good TV. I agree. Thinking of thank you so much, Alec. Great advice. Thinking of taking a shot at recapping. Yeah, it's fun. I guess my biggest piece of advice is be consistent, but also know that you have to stay true to your opinion. Do not let subscribers sway you. Don't let the fear of subscribers getting mad at you for your opinion sway you into not saying how you really feel. That's my biggest piece of advice if you get into this, because I have, you guys know, some of y'all love me on the Atlanta recaps, on Potomac recaps, but on Jersey, we don't see eye to eye. And y'all get upset. And that's okay. But I have to stay true to myself. I can't lie just to make you happy. I can't. And you guys will know when I'm saying something to appease you, and I can't do that. Teresa is the worst, and the fans pretending that the felon can do no wrong makes Jersey unwatchable. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fans give Teresa so much leeway. It's sickening. Ashley got the bag. Do I watch Love and Marriage DC? I watched the first 5 episodes, and I have to say it makes that former housewife of Potomac look so bad. Her and her husband look miserable. I'm calling it right now. I see them getting a divorce. They are miserable together. She's always picking at him about something. He can't do anything right in her eyes. A hot mess. Yeah. Oh my gosh. James Potts. Did you catch when Chris mentioned Big Mobile on Love and Marriage DC? Monique shut that down real quick. So a few of you guys DM me on Instagram about that. Y'all told me that he mentioned her on Love and Marriage DC, and she got so angry and started to fight about that. So if you guys don't know, I talked about it in season 5, when the whole fight went down. There's this whole thread. Let me cross my legs for this, child. There was this whole thread about the way she got Chris was a mess. We all know the story. She became Chris's personal assistant. She was living out of her pickup truck. She met him. Chris was engaged to his college sweetheart. Okay? And I don't know her name, but she was nicknamed Big Mobile, as in Mobile, Alabama. And allegedly, this woman was the love of his life. The family loved her. And all of a sudden, when she came in the picture as his assistant, next thing you know, Big Mobile's out of the picture. And now she's his fiance and gets married to him. And that's one of the reasons why, allegedly, his mother can't stand her. But this is all alleged. It was on a Reddit thread or something. But yeah, a hot mess. Yeah, it's a reason why Mama didn't like her. No, Elise, no. She dropped out of college to be a rapper. She didn't finish college. She was living in her pickup truck. Season 5, when she had her pastor come over to pray for her after she attacked Candace, he said to her, these women are not impressed by your money. You're still that girl deep down inside who is living in her pickup truck. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Mark, for the super chat. Thank you. Glad you're here. Yes, yes. This is the tea. Yeah, that's the reason why his mom cannot stand her, allegedly. A hot mess. And all of you guys who are still riding hard for her, this show, Love and Marriage DC, showed her true colors, because I see a lot of you guys now can't stand her. And quite a few of you guys have messaged me on Twitter like, Brooke, you were right. I feel like a fool. She's a terrible person. She was crying of him bringing her up 2 different scenes. Oh my gosh, are you serious? What episodes? I'll go and watch right after this. Let me know what episodes, because I want to see this. A lot of you guys told me that she had a fit because he brought her up. According to Gigi, her, oh wow, looked up Chris's net worth. Yes. I remember seeing that on Gigi's live. Oh my gosh. Hey, Alex Salter. Oh my gosh, I love Alex so much, y'all. Please check out his channel. I'm so happy you're here. Alex, we're talking about everything. We are talking about old girl from Potomac who's no longer on. Yeah, we're talking about all that. It's the last episode of the season. Oh my gosh, are you serious, guys? Okay, I'm gonna watch it. And she's crying about it. You said for 2 scenes. Like, what did he say? Like, how did the topic of Big Mobile come up? I never liked her. She's never to be trusted. Brooke, she was ripping into him for bringing her up, and all he said was he's only loved 2 women and she's number 1. Oh my gosh, are you serious? But that's not bad to say. That's not disrespect. Like, do you think that's, if you're married, right? All my married subscribers, if your spouse said, I've only loved 3 people, but you're number 1, would you be mad at that? I wouldn't be mad at that, because you know that your spouse has been in relationships before you. Like, unless you guys were, high school sweethearts or got married at like 18, you know that they've been with other people the same way you have. Unless you're both late bloomers, I don't really know why you're mad about that. Exactly. Oh wait, what happened? Would you marry if you had the chance to do it all over? She said no. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need to watch the season finale. Child, y'all down here eating her up. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be mad. Honey, I'm 11 years married and could give a damn about anyone before me. I know that's right, Brittany Snell. I wouldn't be mad. It's normal to have loved someone else. That's reality. Thank you, Alex. Exactly. No, I wouldn't. It screams insecurity. He could have been talking about his mother. It was a conversation about marriage with the other couples. He was trying to compare how much more he knows about love now compared to that relationship. The insecurity jumped out. Oh my gosh. So she flipped out over that. Oh, wow. That's an issue. Wow. Oh, I love you too. Am I saying your name right, Koki? Thank you. I wouldn't be mad at that. We've all had lives previously. Exactly. He was trying to say it in a positive way. I would never say that around my husband. But that's not anything bad to say if you said, well, I loved, listen, it's a problem if your spouse is still in love with their exes. That's an issue. But for them to say, well, yeah, I've been in love 3 times prior to us being together, but I'm in love with you the most because That's not anything bad to say. I don't think it's bad to say. Like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird, in my opinion, that she was just so upset. And especially if these rumors are true about, her coming into the picture while he was already engaged, then I could definitely see why she's insecure. She lost it in the third scene after the crying. He said, I know she's still mad. She's not talking to me. Oh my gosh. I'm glad people are seeing her for who she is. Can't blame Candace this time. I know that's right. Oh, thank you so much, Veronica. You are so sweet. Thank you. I was team Candace anyways. Yes, cheers to that. Oh my gosh, the finale showed the end of the marriage is near. Yeah, look, guys, I just agree. My theory, I will like place bets. We can place bets, y'all. This is my theory. I think that they will be divorced soon, and then she's gonna use that divorce to get back on Potomac, and she's gonna try to make it her redemption arc era and apologize for her behavior, and she's gonna blame her marital issues on why she attacked Candace. That's what I see happening. She's a punk. She only had smoke for little Candace, but not the rest. Oh, I agree. A lot of folks don't like to acknowledge their partners having previous relationships. It's unrealistic. Yeah, the bigger problem is if those relationships are overlapping with the current one. Wait, later she was crying about how he was disrespectful for bringing the other woman up and how she's tired of always having to prove herself. Oh my gosh, are you joking, D? Oh my gosh. Hey, Brittany Snell, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. Just showing love right back at you. Thank you so much. I'm happy you're in here. This is a very lit chat. I'm so happy we're live, y'all. No, she told Chris he needs to think of what he says before saying it. But she doesn't think about what she says about him. Ciao. Oh, y'all don't think that Andy's gonna let her come back? I don't know, y'all. I see her saying, well, no, if they get divorced, she will need that little Bravo check for sure. And if she begs Andy, like, look, Andy, I will take whatever you give me. I just want to be back. I think that he would let her back. Because Andy low key likes when they beg and grovel to be back on the show. Yeah, I don't think that Giselle is giving at all. James Potts the third. Thank you for the super chat. I'm screaming, nah. She was evil with the social media campaign to the abyss. Yeah, no, she was evil because she had me fooled in the beginning. I was actually believing her before the season aired. A lot of us thought that Candace was the one who threw a drink at her and all that stuff. I mean, she twisted everybody's minds. And then when that fight scene aired, we were all like, wait, what? We've been duped. We've been bamboozled. We've been bamboozled. We've been had. Like, this woman flat out lied about what happened. Remember the binder? I don't think she'll be back. Yes, I agree, Leonardo. Her whole shtick was just either trying to read Giselle or being desperate to be friends with Giselle. Yeah, it was. She was very desperate. Oh, Veronica Taylor, Charisse is actually filming scenes this season. So she might be back as friend of the show. We might see her. Well, we're going to see her season 7. So stay tuned. Ciao. Yep, we sure did watch Candace apologize all season and this one gaslighting everybody. Yeah, yes, I agree, Mel. It was one thing on the show, but when she took it to the blogs and all the YouTubers and paid them off, listen, I was through. I was too through. I mean, she had everybody fooled. Like, just absolutely disgusting. Because I was sitting up there believing that she was in the right. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to see how Candace did her. And then things weren't adding up. Her IG lives every Sunday were a bit off. And it was like, something's not right. Oh, I love how, oh, Jemmy G, you had me screaming. You said all the YouTubers who she paid off have egg on their faces now. Oh, I'm screaming. I think that this should be Karen's last season. Oh, Alex, listen, we were talking about that. You and I were talking about that some months ago. She had all the toxic bloggers in her pocket. She sure did. They were pushing a fake narrative. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, she's still talking about the show now? She's saying that the editing is off on Love and Marriage DC now? Now you listen, it can't be everybody else. This is just crazy. I'm screaming. No, the YouTubers don't. They still screaming at the screen in her defense. Y'all have me screaming. Hey, Naturally Live, I'm glad you're here. Listen, once you're off of a Housewives franchise, just let it go. Like, to still be sneak dissing and throwing shade, you look bitter. And if you quit, you wouldn't have all this animosity. Bravo gives you the courtesy to say that you quit, even though they fired you. Oh my gosh. Hi, Queen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, Brooke, happy to be here supporting your channel. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, talks with TK. Brooke, is that a top or a dress? It's a top and a skirt. It's a bodysuit, and then this is the skirt right here. Oh, I'm screaming. She was so quick to say Love and Marriage DC was so much better, but now that they didn't give her a good edit, she has an issue. The gag is RHOP actually gave her a better edit. Now, you know. Look at that. Look at how the cookie crumbles. Mm-mm-mm. That's really sad, the fact that you went on another network to be the star of another show and it failed. That's very sad. Yeah, you can't blame editing on something that's actually happening. I agree. Glammed up. I remember your video back then, Brooke, when you revealed that you felt duped by her. I was duped right along with you, girl. Listen, we were all duped together. I was sitting up here apologizing to you guys. I said, oh my gosh, guys, I made a horrible mistake. And then I did that video where I listed all the points of she was wrong. I was like, guys, this lady has pulled the wool over our eyes. It was right before the fight episode aired. And I was like, guys, oh my gosh, like my eyes were open before that fight episode. I was like, y'all, this woman has fooled us. Stuff's not adding up. Like, she, like, you know, Candace is the one who's innocent. Like, I was in shock because I used to ride for her so hard. I was always like, oh my gosh, Giselle's jealous of her. And come to find out, it was all a lie. Mm-mm. And I still think that, and listen, I'm never too big to apologize, and I'm never too big to admit, even when a housewife I can't stand is right. And although it pains me to admit it, but I said it in the recap, I said Giselle had the right idea about not liking her when she came on the scene because she saw right through her. And even though she has more money than Giselle, Giselle has status that she doesn't have. And because of that, that's the real reason why she wanted to be in Giselle's good graces. And Giselle was like, this girl's a bit too thirsty. There's something not right. She caught it immediately. And I was too stuck on, oh, well, you know, she has all these homes and Giselle's just jealous because she could never. And turns out Miss Giselle was actually right. That's the only time I'll give Giselle her propers. Yeah, Giselle clocked her. She sure did. Yep. Ayana J, I feel the same way right now, though. With this season coming up, finding out that Candace and Ashley are now going to be really good friends, I'm not going too hard for Candace either. Like, make if you want to sit up here and play in our faces like this, like we were rooting for you, sis. And the fact that you're going to now befriend somebody who did you so wrong, mm-mm, I don't like that. Potomac is supposed to be airing this fall in November. And literally one of the first things Gizzard said was she talks too much. And all the women on Love and Marriage DC say the same thing. Yeah, I noticed that when I did watch the few episodes that I watched, they all said that she talked way too much and that she's very self-centered. I don't think that Porsha and Simon are going to be seeing the aisle. I don't think that they're getting married. I think that they are stalling and biding time. They would have been married already. I don't see this happening. Hey, hey, Deacon. Am I saying your name right? Deconteed Co. Yes, thank you so much for the super chat. That's when I started watching you more, when you started seeing through and reading her. Yes, listen, it took me a while, but my eyes are now open. Ashley trying to have a hot girl summer. She tired of having to lie for that old man. Alex, listen, she said she is done with him. She's about to get that money from his divorce settlement. She paid her dues. She did her time. It's time to break free and get a man who's fine and her own age. Listen, if Porsha isn't married to Simon by 2023, it's a chop. I agree. I don't see them getting married. I think this was a waste of time. And they're saying that Simon's broke, and I believe it. The only way I'll be okay with Candace being cool with Forehead is if she gets her together for all the evilness she's caused. Then I might be able to see it. But I don't think so, though, because you saw how Candace was groveling at the reunion about Ashley. Because remember when Nicki Minaj was kind of reading Ashley, and then Candace was like, oh, no, like, don't say that. You know, Ashley does bring a lot to the show. And it's like, girl, what? Ashley would never defend you. Why are you defending her? And then when Nicki Minaj asked Giselle which castmate would she have a threesome with? And she said Robin and Ashley. No, she said Robin and Ashley. And then Candace said, oh, what about me? Like, I want to join in, make it a foursome. It's like, girl, why are you being so thirsty? Like, Giselle and Robin just tolerate you. Ashley has always backstabbed you. Like, why are you so like pressed to be their friend? I hate seeing that. I didn't like that. No, but Jacob, when it comes to Ashley and Candace, Ashley started with Candace first. Candace has a very reckless mouth, but she would finish the fights. Ashley would start them. I definitely think that Ashley is to blame in their whole rift. And then her defending old girl and writing that statement against Candace, we could never talk. Ashley could not even say hi to me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Say that again. Candace and Sutton are very similar to me. I agree. Yes. I cannot stand people who want to be liked by any means. If folks don't like you, move on. There are 8 billion people in this world. Why are you so pressed about the few people who can't stand you? It makes no sense. Like, it was just so annoying to see Candace groveling and begging them for their friendship at that reunion. And I already know I'm going to be annoyed this season because to know that they're going to be friends. And if I were Candace, Mia could never speak to me. As nasty as Mia was to Candace, Mia could not say hello to me. So now to see them being, this Fab Four, it's like, what? Wendy, Candace, y'all need to stand up. Why are y'all sitting up here befriending the enemy? These women didn't like you. But whatever. It's irritating. It's just very irritating. Because it's like, well, what was all this? We were riding hard for Candace, and now you want to sit up here and befriend folks who did you dirty for seasons? But whatever. If she likes it, I love it. But it's a hot mess. And Mia's only befriending Candace and Wendy because she's on the outs with Giselle and Robin. And Wendy has that in her too, because Wendy's also kind of insecure. She's somebody who wants to be liked. She wants to be a cool girl. So of course she'll befriend Ashley and Mia. I want to stand for Candace, but her recent decisions just don't sit well with me. Listen, I'm just irritated by this whole thing, y'all. Candace makes it hard to stay in her corner. I'll give her one more season, I guess. Lancy, you and I both. Wendy wants to be fan fave so bad. She does. Oh my gosh, Alex, I saw that about Giselle and Candace being like super close now since they're on Ultimate Girls Trip. And it's like, don't you see that Giselle's just using you? Like, it's just very annoying. Yeah, Wendy's very thirsty. She is thirsty. She needs to tone it down this season too. Like the rehearsed reads talk about TikTok, Mia. I was like, oh my gosh, I had so much secondhand embarrassment. Elise, no, it ain't real life because not me. I'll tell you that right now, not me. I'm not sweating anybody. Anybody. Oh, Alex, you have some tea? Please DM me. My DMs are open all the time. Oh, you think that they're going to take Giselle down? I mean, 4 against 2. You might be right. Wendy is just not that girl. I want her to realize that. You know what it is? What makes somebody that girl, right, is them having confidence and not being thirsty. Like if Wendy could just play it cool and stop trying to fit in with the cool girls, she would be great. Yes, that's very true. Potomac's biggest issue is that all the housewives are easy to take down because somehow all of them are very insecure. Yes, I agree. Yes, Wendy is that girl. The problem is Wendy doesn't know it. Yes, it's like she's still that like insecure, awkward teenager on the inside. And I need her to really get into her grown woman and like, be that girl. I just need her to really see it and not be so pressed about Giselle. And it looks like Wendy and Giselle are back on speaking terms. I agree. I agree, Elise, about I just want them to be themselves and stop trying to fit in with the fan faves. I agree. Oh, I'm screaming, Ayana. You said they're about to force you to stand Robin this season. She's the only one not getting on my nerves. Yeah, I mean, Veronica, nobody should be afraid of Giselle, but they are. Yes, I agree with all the takes you guys are saying about Wendy. Yes, like if you have to say it, you really don't feel that way. Because if you really feel like you look good, if it's with anything, when you really have money, you don't have to say it. When you're really confident, you don't have to say it. When you know that you look good, you don't have to say it. I don't have to say I'm breathing. You know it because I'm still alive. I think Candace is scared of Giselle. I think so. I think so too. Shawnee, I think so too. I agree. Oh, I'm screaming, Queen. You said everyone evolves differently. Leave my Nigerian sister Wendy alone, but go ahead and drag Simon. Okay, Alex, the minute I get off this live, I'm gonna be on IG and we're gonna talk. Trust me. Yeah, I agree, Kemi. If Wendy was confident, I don't think the beef with Giselle would have happened. Yeah, I would have paid her dust too. Listen, y'all are making valid points. Like you guys are saying exactly how I feel. It just shows you that a lot of people, even at their big ages, are still stuck in a high school mentality where they want to be in with the perceived cool girls. Because we see this on every franchise. Look at the way Jennifer Aiden acts on Jersey. Wendy is my Nigerian sister too, but she let me down last season. I just want Wendy to really step it up and just own it and be that girl. Don't do too much. Don't give us any rehearsed reads, please. What about Phaedra returning to RHOA? I really hope that's not true. We do not need to see Phaedra back on our screens. We don't. Hey, Bev Carr. The problem is the RHOP cast enables Giselle by playing into her games. Yes, Alex, I agree. They always answer her shady questions, even though she never answers any of their questions. Yes, that's what it is. I agree. Yes, this is Wendy's third season. I expect her to be settled in now. Yes, she knows the lay of the land. Okay, she is, she's seasoned now. She's 3 seasons in. I don't want to see all this first season, second season stuff. I need her to really own it and just be cool, calm, and collected. And I saw a few months back that I guess her and Mia get into it on their Miami trip. So we're going to see them fall out and then become BFFs. I don't know how that works, but I guess. Hey, Worker Bee. How many seasons did Gina get? Well, they're saying that Gina is still going to be on for next season of OC. So this is going to be her 5th or 6th season on OC now. Yeah, Katie would be great, but Katie burned bridges. She was trying to call Andy Cohen out season 4. So she's never going to be back on Bravo. So she ruined it. And she was on Instagram talking about she needs a job. She said, Andy, I'll take anything. I just need a job. So when it comes to that, then that, it's over for you. So she's in the same boat as Nene. Yeah, I don't want to see Phaedra returning back to RHOA. If that's the case, I will stop watching because I do not want to see Phaedra back on. I don't like her. I never liked her. What she did to Candy was disgusting. No. Not you said GoFundMe is the best route for Katie. Oh my gosh, the shade of it. You guys said she can mop up. Lord have mercy. And you guys saw how Katie was in the woods. She got lost in the woods talking about her mom is trying to harm her and all this stuff. A mess. I feel so sorry for Katie. But I could have told you right then and there she was lying about being rich. She was not rich. She was never rich. Yeah, they're saying that Gina's back for season 17, her and Emily. Yeah, Phaedra's reads sometimes seem so desperate. Listen, Gina makes me ashamed to be a New Yorker too, Demelia, did I say your name right? I hope I didn't butcher your name, but yes, as a New Yorker as well, Gina is a very big disappointment. I don't even want to claim her. I do feel for Katie, but yeah, she needs genuine help. No, she does. I feel sorry for her. I feel very sorry for her. The fact that she still doesn't have custody of her children, her ex-husband is like no longer paying her alimony or child support. So a mess. Just is very sad. Okay, I said your name right. Okay, good, good, good. I hate messing up people's names. So I'm so happy to hear that. Gina from the Bronx. So honey, no, Gina claims that she's from Long Island. Y'all, I did not think I was going to be up here running my mouth all this time. Child, I'm about to call it a night because we could be on here for another 3 hours. So, y'all, I hate to be so abrupt, but this gal is, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat, only one Adrian. I want RHOP girls to stop treating Giselle like they need to stay in her good graces in order to make Bravo Spring 2023 line. This ain't undergrad and we're not on the yard anymore. Listen, say that because she's not that girl. She's not the leader. I mean, she is technically, but I want them to stop walking on eggshells around her. She has no storyline. Her storyline is everybody else's mess. I would not be afraid of Giselle. There's nothing that Giselle could say to me that would have me afraid. But y'all, in all seriousness though, I'm about to head off, child. I don't want to run your ear so long. We've been on here a good time. This was fun, guys. I think I'm going to start doing Tuesday night lives, make it like every other week, and we'll just chat and have a good time. But this was fun. I hope you guys had a good time with me. I had a great time. You guys were amazing. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. And thank you. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Bye, y'all. I don't want to leave. You guys are just so sweet. Shout out to everybody. I have fun. In the words of MC Deborah. But y'all, I'm going to get off here. And oh my gosh, Queen, you are so sweet. Thank you for the super chat. Noella made those women work for their coins, especially Heather. Oh, yes, she did. She did. Y'all are not sending me all these super chats before I leave. I'm screaming. Thank you, Black Swan. Great recap, beautiful lady. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much, Lency. Oh, you said get a lobster roll with that rosé and Amagansett. Oh, you better know it. Oh, you better know it. Listen, I'm going to be back in the Hamptons a few weeks from now, too. So I definitely will. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time. Thank y'all for the super chats. You guys are so sweet. I'm going to keep the live up so you guys can watch the replay if you missed it. But yeah, guys, a good time. We talked about everything. Y'all are fabulous. All right. But I'm signing off. Love you guys. And I will see you guys soon. Bye. Cheers, y'all.